Hello, in England, and we're looking at another watercolour. I'm going to deframe it. I'm going to take it out of the frame. The mount has got water damage, which is irreparable. The mount has faded. The mount is an early 20th century Edwardian mount. It's not brilliantly done. It is dated. I don't think it does the painting any justice. I would say the mount is probably 1920, something like that. The Herring painters, father and son, are amongst the most famous painters in England of animals, farm animals, horses. Stubbs did the race horses. These are not race horses, they are working horses. They have blinkers, which mean they're working on the roads, possibly ploughing, but I think going to be on the roads. They have hames, which is the brace used for pulling a cart. They have a brass trim on the bridles, which is the basis of the horse brass trade. People collect horse brasses, more so from cattle. You have a stable door, one of the English ones, which opens at the top and the bottom. The bottom's closed, the top's open. You have a manger made of timber, a door made of timber. They throw the hay from the hayloft through a trapdoor into the manger. On this occasion, the farmer or whatever has made a pile of hay. The doves are sitting on the hay and on the handle of the fork. So you have a bucolic English scene, working horses, not race horses, not as I say. You could say it's equestrian to sound posh. It's not necessarily technically equestrian. And I want to take it out of the frame. It is signed J.F. Herring Jr. And it's a watercolour, I'm sure of that, but I want to see how far back it goes. I want to see any information on dates, for example, or where. So I've made a start on the back, and I'm going to rip the back off and show you what's underneath. So we have a piece of plywood backing, which is about right for that time, 20s. They had plywood then. In fact, they had plywood in the Victorian area, but you didn't see a lot of it. Okay, let's have a look, see what I can find. Chaos. Okay, so the frame, I shall move. The painting looks better already. Unfortunately, this painting is sandwiched between a mount on the backing. Okay, I was worried then it looked like an oleogram. What's happened is the painting has been J.F. Herring as well. What they've done is they've taken a J.F. Herring painting and they've trimmed it very, very carefully. They've trimmed the painting, and unfortunately there's a wonderful edge on that side. There's a wonderful edge on the bottom, and on the right hand side there were some residues on the painting at the top, which I don't think is savable very easily. That will be cut and remove that line of glue. So we have the whole painting, and luckily that painting is not, that signature, sorry, is not too far in the corner. We have gained a marginal amount of width, and we have gained, even though we've lost a bit of the top, we've gained a bit of the bottom. I think that's a good thing. So that needs a new mount. That was the old mount, that yellowed and worn out. The water damage, not easy to deal with. So I think that is a reassuring thing. The painting's glued down flat. The painting has still got some good greens, brown fur, white fur, doves or hay, the light, the dark. I think it's still got enough colour in it to make it a desirable picture. The wheat sheaf is very well painted in passing. And I think in a different presentation that will look much better than this. So we will offer that for sale out of the frame like that. We are not going to take it off the paper. I think it will be possible to do that, but it would require heating to get the glue to soften. So I think that's what we found this time. Not a lot to report really, but we know the extent of the painting and we see better colours, not through the dirty glass. Thanks for looking.